Okay, today we're doing Mega Man 3, and because it's a long game, we're just going to jump right in it. And we're going to start with TopSpin. I only had one of the Mega Man games in my original NES library, and this was it. Very nostalgic for this game, but I am not, or I wasn't very good at it. We'll see how I do. Hopefully I only lose a couple lives on this run. We're playing this on my HDMI NES, the Kevtris. And when I was doing my Mega Man 4 video the other day, I mentioned that I thought Mega Man 1 and 5 were the hardest, but how could I forget about Mega Man 3? This game is pretty tough. So tough that as a kid I couldn't beat it. It was only maybe during the late 90s, when I was a teenager, did I finally have the patience to actually beat it. I was probably going on a retro game kick. And in my neighborhood, when I was in elementary school in the early 90s, I had a friend that had this game, or excuse me, he had Mega Man 2 and I had this one. And we both seemed to agree that this one was the best. And even all our friends at our school who were Nintendo gamers, which was pretty much all of them, seemed to agree that this one was the best. Everyone seemed to really like the addition of the slide. Mega Man having that new move that gave him a little bit of quickness and agility. The rush adapters, of course, were really cool, too. And the game very generously going to give us a 1-up. Usually we use Hard Knuckle on Top Man, but he's easy enough that we don't need it. And even back in the early days of the internet, you know, the Angel Fire and GeoCities websites, I can remember a few Mega Man fan sites, you know, devoted to the Mega Man games on the NES. You know, these old websites that would have like a counter at the bottom to show how many people had accessed the site. They would often have like a poll asking the visitor which Mega Man game was their favorite, and the third one I remember always dominating the poll. It's only recently that, you know, within the last 10 years that the retro game community has kind of decided that the second Mega Man is actually the best. All 6 are good games, but I've always thought the second one was a little... The retro game community is overrating it, in my opinion. Personally, I think 4 is the best. Okay, the reason why we're going after ShadowMan, we have TopSpin, so we'll be able to beat him. But we want the ShadowBlade because it's not as overpowered as the Metal Blade is in Mega Man 2, but it's just as useful. So once we defeat ShadowMan and get the Metal Blade, we're going to be able to have a lot of fun with it. And this, of course, the first appearance of Proto Man. And I'm going to try and show off as many tricks as I can. I guess if you had to make an argument, Mega Man 3, at the very least, it's the most affordable Mega Man. Currently, Mega Man 3 can be had for fewer than $20. You shop around, you should be able to find a copy for maybe $15 or so. Mega Man 2, on the other hand, $20, $25. 4 might cost you... 4 and 6 are somewhere in the neighborhood of $35 to $50, depending on where you get it. I'm sorry, 4 and 6. Yes, 4 and 6 are the ones that are going to run you about $40, $50. 5 is still the most expensive. That one's going to cost you about $100 or so. And 1, which is the only one I don't have, and I'm currently trying to shop around and find one. I'm trying to get a copy for about $60, but resellers are currently pushing that one to about $70, $80. So I'm going to try and get a copy for $60. 7, which is on Super Nintendo, I have it. And I don't even really like it all that much, but that's one that'll cost you like $250. Okay, so we got ShadowBlade and RushMarine. I think RushMarine is really cool. Unfortunately, it's not that useful in this game. It's a little more useful in Mega Man 4. Alright, and right now we're going to start abusing the ShadowBlade. We're gonna get a lot of mileage out of it. Like I said, it's not as overpowered as the Metal Blade, but it's still really good. The reason why we're doing NeedleMan next is because we want the RushJet. And NeedleMan is really tough if you don't have the Gemini laser, which is the weapon he's weak to. It's a pretty tough battle, but it's worth it to get the RushJet nice and early. One of our strategies is going to be to get to NeedleMan with as much health as possible. So, for me, this is one of the most intense battles of the game. We can get hit by the needles, but we want to avoid getting hit by NeedleMan. And we're gonna have to burn an E-tank. We were almost able to get through him. without doing it, but I think it would have cost us a life, so better safe than sorry. Would have been nice to hold onto that E-tank, but we're gonna hold out for a little luck in the later stages where they have the question barrels. If we're lucky, we'll pick up some extra E-tanks. Okay, so now I believe I usually do Sparkman. And now that we have RushJet, the rest of the levels are going to be very simple. May still run into some trouble in Gemini Man stage, which is pretty tough. And also the stages that used to trip me up when I was a kid. I could never get past the stage. It's NeedleMan's second stage. We're going to be using RushJet for any of these falling hazards. And Sparkman, I believe, is weak to ShadowBlade, so we should be able to make pretty short work of him. Okay, next on to Magnet Man. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but Mega Man 2, you'll often hear about how Mega Man 2 has the best music of all the Mega Man games. Like, there's that rock band, the mini bosses, who have, like, the Mega Man 2 medley. I've always thought that Mega Man 3's music is much better. And on a personal note, even though I love the music in Mega Man 3, I think the best chiptune from any of the Mega Man games is ChargeMan's music from Mega Man 5. And it wouldn't be a Mega Man game if it didn't have a section with the disappearing blocks. And I wouldn't be a Mega Man player if I didn't skip that part by using Item 2 or RushJet. Or in Mega Man 6, I think you used the Rush Jetpack. Kind of a sloppy run against Magnet Man, but as long as you have Spark Shot, he's not too tough. Okay, now we're gonna go after Hardman. Quite possibly the silliest name. Hardman or maybe Dustman. And obviously we didn't have to use RushJet, but I'm just kind of showing off. And something I said about Mega Man 4, I think it's equally true in Mega Man 3, and probably 2 as well, is that no matter the situation, you always feel like you have more than one way to go about it. That's what makes the Mega Man games so great, is, you know, finding clever solutions. Proto-Man a little bit tougher when you have to fight him on uneven terrain. Hardman is weak to Magnet Missile, Alright, so far we're not having any major problems. Okay, after Hard Knuckle, next we want to go after Snake Man. And one of the jokes that even MegaMan fans make about the MegaMan games on NES is wondering at what point they were running out of names and gimmicks for the Robot Masters. With Hardman and Snake Man, you might argue that they were running out at Mega Man 3. They didn't get very far before they started running out of ideas. This stage is a lot of fun. Especially if you have the ShadowBlade. Okay, here's where we're gonna hope for some luck. Nope, no luck. Was really hoping we could find an E-tank. There's gonna be a couple more random item barrels like that in Gemini Man stage. I really hope we can get some luck and get an energy barrel. We're gonna save ourselves a little headache here. It's a pretty big gap. You don't want to make that mistake. So far, we're not having any major problems. And this is why we get RushJet nice and early, so we can just avoid any unnecessary risks. Like these platforming parts, not too difficult. Use the needle cannon on Snake Man. And I believe that just leaves Gemini Man. And his level is really tough. We're gonna need every tool to get through that level. After Gemini Man, of course, it doesn't get any easier. The Wily's Castle portion of this game isn't difficult, but the 4 extra levels is difficult. Mainly because you have to fight 2 of the Mega Man 2 bosses in those, and they're a lot harder. Like, if you've seen my Mega Man 2 video, you know that I just breezed right through Mega Man 2. You know, the Robot Master's not too tough, but in this game, the difficulty is ramped up. They're a lot harder. Okay, and right around here is where I'm gonna use RushJet. Here's where we're gonna hope for a little luck. And this part's not gonna be too much fun to watch, mainly because I'm gonna be trying to refill my RushJet, which we're gonna need. But I'm really hoping we can get an energy tank out of there. Nope. Well, at least we got a 1-up. Okay, a 1-up and we refilled our RushJet, so could have been worse. Unfortunately, we didn't get the E-tank. And we're gonna go ahead and skip this guy. Okay, now this part, I think the game intends for you to use Rush Marine. However, we are going to use RushJet. It's just easier. Alright, and hopefully we don't have to use an E-Tank on Gemini Man. Okay. Very fortunate not to have to use one of those E-Tanks on Gemini Man. He is tough, but if you know how to fight him, and you know you're supposed to use Surge Snake, obviously it's not a difficult battle. Alright, and this is where the difficulty really ramps up. It was too much for me when I was a kid. We're going to start with the NeedleMan level, because this is the one that tripped me up a lot when I was a kid. And the Mega Man 2 bosses in this game, they do a ton of damage. And you really don't get an opportunity to, you know, test out the weapons and figure out which ones you need, which ones work on which bosses. And that's particularly true with, like Airman and Woodman, who, they're just relentless. And we really need to be careful here to conserve as much RushJet as possible because of the really tricky part coming up. I believe this is Airman, who we're going to use Spark Shot on. But like I said, you get... I mean, the air cannon is just so hard to dodge. I know you can slide under it, but it's not perfect. Okay, we're going to luck out right there. Lost a ton of life. And we're just gonna take a second and see if we can farm a little health. Won't waste too much time doing this. I think that's as good as it's gonna get for now. But this part right here, those power refills, they don't come back, so... Or they only come back if you get game over, so if you die fighting CrashMan, I mean, you really are in a tough position. You have to get game over and try this part over. Thank you very much. Let's see if I can get a little more health from this guy. They're being a little stubborn right now. Just one of those big energy pellets will do. Okay, that's good. And I got greedy going for that 1-up. Alright, I'm just gonna take this guy out and... go ahead and finish CrashMan. This guy doesn't want to come low enough to let me get a hit. Might have to get creative. Pretty horrific slowdown on this. And I'm probably going to have to use an E-Tank on CrashMan. And I know that for CrashMan we want TopSpin. And I don't know how that happens. But I'm in trouble now. Okay, we lucked out. We did have to use an E-Tank. But sometimes that does happen with TopSpin, and it's really annoying. That is the worst possible place that can happen, is when you're fighting CrashMan, and if you lose, you're going to have to go back and do the that whole section of the stage with the RushJet again. So very grateful that I was able to avoid the worst case scenario. Alright, and this one, much easier. But I always want to get that other one, get the NeedleMan stage out of the way, because it is so difficult. Alright, this we'll use RushJet on. This we will also use RushJet on. You know, it is tempting to, you know, see if you can do it without RushJet, but I figure it's just not worth the risk. We've had a good run so far. Okay, and this, I believe, is Metal Man. So we'll use magnets. Magnet missile. And every Mega Man game has a section like this. And I think we're also going to use RushJet right here. Again, no need to take the risk. And not sure who this is. I think I use Snake. Yes, we use Snakes on Quickman. And we're gonna have to burn another E-tank. Okay, this just leaves the ShadowMan area and the Gemini Man area. And we'll go ahead and do ShadowMan. I think this area is not too difficult, but the bosses are hard. I think it's Woodman, and I can't remember the other. Maybe Heatman. And if you can't tell by now, I am really loving that ShadowBlade. Gonna pick up a 1-up there. And that is unfortunate, because now this is no longer a deathless run. But now we know that we should probably use RushJet on that jump next time. I usually save it for the next jump, but we'll go ahead and use it there. First things first, I think we'll use Magnet Missile on this guy up there. And then we'll use RushJet, just so we know where we're going. And of course, we're gonna avoid that area as well. This is Woodman. I think we use Spark Shot or Needle Cannon. I can't remember. So we'll go ahead and get Needle Cannon ready just in case. Okay, it's Woodman. And just like Airman, it's so annoying because you can't dodge all of his projectiles. And, okay, they are going to give us a little health refill right here. And they're not going to give us any room to outmaneuver that guy, so here you have to rely on the slide. If you haven't figured that trick out already, just to avoid any possible mishaps, I'm going to use RushJet on any gaps that look troublesome. And I think I'm going to need an E-Tank. Okay. Not exactly sure what weapon we're going to need. I'm going to refill the Shadow, just in case. So it's either going to be Heat Man. It's not going to be Bubble Man. Okay, it is Heat Man. And not sure what we use on him. Maybe Gemini Laser? Or Snake? Not Snake. Maybe Hard Knuckle. I think it's Hard Knuckle. The only problem... Let's try Needles. Okay, I think it's Needles. Okay, we're gonna need an E-Tank, and I'm not having a good run because I'm burning through all my E-Tanks way too early. good news is I think the next one is the easiest, which is why I saved it for last. Plenty of lives, but no more E-tanks. And I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to get some E-tanks in Dr. Wily's castle, which I am most definitely going to need. Okay, I'm going to want to use RushJet here and now. No need to risk anything, but I may have to refill it. As you can see, this is a pretty long stretch. Hopefully we can get one of those big power-ups. Right now we're not getting any. Okay, there's one. Okay, now we have enough RushJet that we can check that random item barrel in the corner. And it's a 1-up, but we're still not having too much luck on that front, because I've really been hoping that we could get a extra E-tank. We got extra lives, we just need an E-tank. Come on, E-tank. No E-tank, but at least we'll be able to get some RushJet, so not a total loss. And I know, this isn't the most exciting part of the game to watch, but it's gotta be done. We're almost through, I promise. Okay, so this must be FlashMan. And not sure what we use on him. I'll try Gemini Laser. It's either Gemini Laser or maybe Hard Knuckle. Okay, looks like it's Gemini Laser. Alright, and that just leaves BubbleMan, who I know for a fact it's gonna be ShadowBlade. And we're gonna see if we can get a little health back. Farm these guys for just a minute. And in typical NES fashion, it knows what I'm looking for, so it's not going to give me anything. Yeah. And I think the game, once again, wants us to use Rush Marine, but it just makes more sense to use RushJet. Alright, we are definitely going to need some health, because even though BubbleMan isn't a problem, we're out of E-tanks. Okay, that's what we're looking for. We are out of E-tanks. Yes, we are all out of E-tanks. And I'm really hoping I can get a couple more, because I'm going to need them for Yellow Devil. Okay. Now that takes care of those 4 extra stages, which are so incredibly painful. As a kid, I could never beat them. Okay, now we are finally at Wily's castle. Wily's Castle in this game, not much of a problem. Okay, I really want that E-Tank, so I'm not going to take any chances. And here, probably one of the only areas where I'm going to use the Rush Marine. I don't know how useful it was, but I enjoyed it. Okay, we are definitely gonna make use of the 2 E-Tanks that we have. Can I slide under there? Okay. I think I could also use Surge Snake on those guys, but I'm clearly in the habit of using the ShadowBlade. And as tempting as that is, I am just going to be using my handy RushJet. And this boss, not too difficult. I suppose we'll refill ShadowBlade and... though I don't think we'll need it, Hard Knuckle. We don't need that extra life, so we're not going to bother. We already have 12. Okay. RushJet to the rescue. And this is obviously a part of the game where they are being very generous with power-ups, probably because this is the Yellow Devil battle. And let me just check. We have 4 E-Tanks. Should be enough to beat him. Easily everyone's least favorite boss from any Mega Man game. And from here, it's just a matter of not getting careless, knowing when to use your E-Tanks. Like right here, for example, I have no confidence that I'm not going to take a couple of bad hits here. I'm okay with burning 2 E-Tanks on Yellow Devil, but I would like to not have to use 3. And because I missed that shot, okay, so it did pay off. I can never remember which way I'm supposed to go. Okay, just because I want a little more RushJet. But I do believe we are past the toughest parts of the game already. Okay, let's see if we can... We've been unlucky with these random item barrels so far, but let's see if we can finally get something good. I'm still not happy. It's moments like these where I really miss Eddie, Flip Top. Okay, so this is the MegaMan clone. Let's burn an E-tank before we get into any trouble. Now, I've never actually beaten Mega Man 1, but there's a clone battle in Mega Man 1. It's different from that one, but the clone battle in Mega Man 1 always tripped me up. I'd eventually just get frustrated and give up. But we're in really good shape. We have way too many lives, and we still have 2 E-tanks, so... I don't think we're gonna need Rush Marine, but... we'll, refill it anyway. Okay, it's the boss gauntlet, which shouldn't be too bad if we don't get unlucky, because I don't know who goes where, so we'll start in the bottom corner. And we'll see how this one goes. Okay, that could have gone worse. Okay, this is a little more like it. Okay, now I feel comfortable. We've got a full bar of health and 6 Robot Masters left. Okay, Sparkman, that means ShadowBlade. Okay, Hardman, that means magnet missiles. Gemini Man. This is another one that could go either way. Magnet Man. Okay, so that just leaves NeedleMan and... I think that first one is NeedleMan, which is why I didn't want to pick it. Snake Man. Shouldn't be too tough. Alright, so since we know it's NeedleMan, we're going to go ahead and have the Gemini laser. And I'm really grateful that I didn't pick that first chamber, because I only had about half my health, and even with Gemini laser, that can not go well. That. Actually, the one I want to refill is TopSpin. And I don't think I need to refill my snake search, but yeah, I think I'm okay on my weapons. Still no luck. Probably the unluckiest I've ever been with the random barrels. And this is the not a difficult fight. And more than... I should have enough E-tanks. And there's still one more fight. There's always one more fight. Okay, so the game is going to give me, thankfully, an E-tank. I really don't need the extra life, though. And I don't think I need ShadowBlade. Or I do. I need to attack this guy from below. And in typical MegaMan fashion, the item you'd least expect to be the one that destroys Dr. Wily at the end is the one you need. It's TopSpin. Just like in MegaMan 2, it's Bubble. And in MegaMan 5, I think it's Beat. In MegaMan 4, it's Pharaoh Shot. So, MegaMan 3, it's TopSpin. Okay, so I died once. An hour and 20 minutes or so. Which is about what you'd expect. But it's a really tough game. Hard to say whether it's more difficult than the first one or the fifth one. Those ones are tough too, but this one is a serious challenge. I was fortunate to have good luck in the MegaMan 2 enemies. And kind of a cool ending showing the enemies from MegaMan 1 as well. I hope I showed off enough enough tricks, like showing all the uses for the ShadowBlade and the RushJet. Because I know there's a lot of playthroughs of, you know, the MegaMan games on YouTube, but I always want to put one up there where, like, it's played just a little bit differently. This was a real stroll down memory lane. Of course, I've played this game plenty of times over the last, I don't know, since I was a kid. You know, even in my early collecting days when Nintendo games were in crates, 3 for $10 at a mom and pop shop. You know, those days are long gone, unfortunately, but nevertheless, this is still a game that takes me back, because I played it when I was, you know, it was one of my original NES games. It's one that I enjoyed playing during my early collector games, and I still enjoy it every once in a while. So I guess I can cross 2, 3, and 4 off my list. Still gotta do 5, 6, and when I get 1, I'll probably have to practice on that one, but and I'm gonna have to give a shout out to my daughter's channel, Diva Dives. She's right here with me, and she's actually gonna do a Dr. Mario video with me soon. So just a little something for friends and family. But glad to be done with Mega Man 3. This one was as fun a game as it is. It's not fun to try and record the footage, because it took me a good couple tries before I got a capture that I was satisfied with. But it's done. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll get back to you real soon.